701. Have you ever eaten turkey? Yes. I had some when I lived in the United States. I don't have time to go to the cinema, and anyway, I have already seen that film. You see a person crossing a street and a car is coming. What do you say? Look out. What is the latest news of the war? So far today there have been no injuries. 705. They started constructing that motorway 3 years ago and haven't finished it yet. I've written to Paul. You needn't have written. He is coming here tomorrow. I shouldn't pay any attention to him. This means I shouldn't take any notice of him. Mary Green, whose mother you met in my house yesterday, is having singing lessons. Do you think Peter will get good marks next year? If he studies hard, he will. 710. I am afraid my wife is seriously ill. She is very thin and has been losing weight. Would you like a piece of cake? If you want to accept it, you say, yes, please. When did you last speak English? I haven't spoken English since I was at school. Have your children ever been to the theater? Yes, I took them twice last winter. Fred and Joe made friends the first time they met. This means, they became friends. 715. Where did she spend her holidays? I asked her where she had spent her holidays. In Hungary, most professionals want to work in Budapest instead of going to the country. Finding thick snow on the road in the morning, we say, it must have snowed last night. He has invited dozens of friends to his party, so there will be lots of people present. Our first trip was a most interesting one, but our second one was even more interesting. 720. Can you play golf? Yes, but I haven't played since I started studying English. Why don't we change some money? We needn't change any. We have some small change. My grandmother lived in the same house all her life. She never changed the furniture. When did your mother last wash this jacket? She hasn't washed it since I bought it. How long ago is it since you slept in a tent? I haven't done that for a few years. 725. Did you catch your train? No. Just as I was running down the platform, the train left. Why didn't you call me last night? If I had known your number, I would have called you. Did you meet your teacher? Oh, no. Just as I was turning the corner, she got on a bus. The manager of a factory faces many problems. This means, he has a lot of problems to solve. You want to introduce your friend, Tom, to your wife, Mary. What do you say? Mary, meet Tom. 730. Why didn't Mary fly to Paris? If she had had enough money, she would have flown there. He said that the driver must have had an accident. Otherwise he would have arrived by now. Do you think he is English? No, he can't be an Englishman. He has a foreign accent. We don't expect him to arrive today, but if he should come, you can take the car and meet him. Why didn't you come to see me last night? If I had known your address, I would have gone. 735. Tom has asked for an extension of his visa because he wants to stay in England for another year. Would you mind opening the window? She said, not at all, he said, and went on to open the window. Did you catch your connection? No. While I was still sitting on the train, the plane left. Guest, thank you for the evening. We enjoyed the party very much. Host, it was my pleasure. Have you booked your hotel room? I wrote to the hotel last week but they haven't answered yet. 740. You have lost your way and want to stop a stranger to ask the way. What do you say? Excuse me. I've never seen a London policeman. You must have seen one. You've been in London a week already. I'm sorry, he isn't in the office. He left for home 5 minutes ago. You can call him there in an hour. Have you heard from your family lately? I wrote to them last week but they haven't answered yet. When did you last go to the cinema? I haven't been to the cinema since the school year started. 745. Will all passengers please check in not later than 10:20? This means you must be at the airport in time. Shall I look after your children while you are away? No, thank you, they are big enough to be left alone. I suppose John was 30 years old when he married Judith. Yes, he must have been 30 when he married her. Have you seen his latest film? I've been trying to get a ticket since last week, but I still haven't got one. Mrs. Bond used to take a taxi whenever she went shopping. She didn't need to go by bus, because she had a lot of money. 750. Did Peter find him in the office? No. While Peter was waiting for him, a message came that he wouldn't be coming in.